Good morning. How is Oh, I didn't change the framing of the camera back. Didn't zoom the camera back in.
Oops.
That's okay. Now there's just room for the train. Just leave the train. Just leave the train there. Yeah. I could get up and
Fix that.
Fix that. But this is so perfect. So maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe that's a good solution. Or, what do you say, since we already have, like, the room here, since, like, we already have all of the space, what if we just had a guest? Would that work? Since we already have the space for it? I think that might be a good solution.
Hi.
Okay, we'll just do that. That seemed like it made more sense.
What the hell? You coming up with a goddamn train already? I mean, I get it.
Sorry.
Choo-choo. Hey.
Yeah, let's just have Josh here. That seems... Yeah, we did not plan this. We did not plan this.
I need to go change.
When Josh walked in, he looked at me and he's like, one of us has to change. Yeah, we're wearing this shirt, we've decided, as a celebration of the fact that the first video of TRG Coliseum 1, it will be out on the vlog today.
Yeah. Which is wild.
So that's
Josh
exciting.
will be in the vlog that comes out today.
It's so weird because I'm in the recent vlogs, and then I'm also in the old vlogs, so it's like...
Yep.
It's very strange because you're gonna see me, and I'm gonna look different and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I have as like a physical presence, I have changed quite a lot since 2018.
I mean, everyone ages.
It's true.
Everyone ages.
But like I have aged quite well, I think. Like looking back at 2018, I'm like I was a little chunky and I had like the tooth gap thing, and like anyway, these are things I think about. You don't have to think about that.
You know what I thought about? This is the only and this is just one of those things that you are always your biggest critic, and no one else notices the things that you... Okay. For me, you didn't have sideburns. That's it. That was... Like, when I was editing the video, I was like, oh, Josh doesn't have sideburns.
Oh, that was one of the very brief periods of my life that I didn't have sideburns. Because I had sideburns before that, and then there was, like, a time when I didn't. Yeah, and now I've got this that goes all the way under the fucking...
Yeah. I think that looks better.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing I noticed. I was like, oh, you don't have sideburns.
Haley said she doesn't age.
Eldritch Witch.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Just say no to aging. Okay.
I've decided personally personally not to age. Let's get through some of these things. We had 1,500 bits from LB308 who just says, hype clown. Woo! Thank you, LB. Also, what a morning for a train to just put right onto Josh's face. I'm sorry. But also, normally, me and Matt are flip-flopped, so normally it's her. So she's just excited to not get hit by a train today. We get 30 bits from Satsy. It says, by the time you read this, I will hopefully be on my way to a cafe with internet. Most likely, I'll lurk. Can only hope good comes from this. I'll keep the good vibes close to me through the scope. Jimmy. Good vibes. Hope the hysteroscopy goes well. You coming up, bud? Do you need a lap? You've got a multiple choice.
You have choices.
You're gonna go with the old standard.
The treat everyone wants most: Tiny Eddie's volcano fudge lumps.
Oh.
I thought that said lamps. It's lumps. I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
Volcano fudge lumps. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Volcano
on multiple levels.
Volcano fudge lumps kind of sounds like a kid's chocolate something. Like, you gotta get these volcano fudge lumps. But then maybe also what happens to me after I eat corn. 1050 from Anise, who says, Eddie, please help me convince the rest of chat to support Veggie World during Extra Life. The graphics are questionable. The sound effects are awful. Truly the game the shovel emote was made for. I would love to see Veggie World.
I would also love to see Veggie World.
It's like one of the rarest Wii games and valuable Wii games, and it absolutely does not deserve either of those titles. But I'd love to see it for the novelty purpose of such an occasion, so I hope we get a chance to see it. We got 48 months from Hi Ryu. Congrats on the 4. 47 for Jam Meepler, 25 from James EP, Full Metal Grizz, gifted 5 subs to Dove Gray 11, Skittlewickers, Red Eyes Storm, Spark Corgi, Bryce Bassett, Full Metal Grizz, thank you. We got 25 months from Super Thingamabob, 25 also from Furious Kitty, an anonymous gifter, gifted a sub to Floor. You didn't get a chance to see the vlog I released yesterday.
I watched it.
Did you watch it?
Performance art.
You know? Did you know that it was such a surprise?
It's not a word.
It was such a surprise to me to put that. Like, I'm just moving footage based on the day. I'm like, all right, so this is May 2nd. And then I just drop it into the timeline, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, and then, yeah, and past you made a wonderful little, like, fun little project for you in the future. Like, you gotta do something with this now.
I've had people ask, like, if I leave myself notes. And, like, sometimes I do. This time I did not. So I just open up Final Cut, and I'm just rolling around on the floor. And I'm like, okay, so gotta do something with this. 3 to 50 bits from Radio Dread says Clown Bits. Yum. I would eat a clown. 20 months from Depidius Badu.
Jeez.
23 months from Pink Matima. 47 from Ryan B06. 41 from Spark Strike 13. 10 from the Taco Games. 32 from Item Crafting Live. 23 from Adam BL 107. Denise gifted to sub 2. Gamer Girl Life 2108. 26 months from Justin Light. 300 from Pink Matima says, life has been so good to me these days. I finally got a PhD position and got to go on an impromptu vacation to Tenerife. So I wanted to share some of my good vibes with y'all because I've received so many from this community. Well, that is great. Good vibes all around, courtesy of Pink Matima. Also, what is Tenerife? Tenerife?
Tenerife?
Tenerife?
Tenerife.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Coffee!
Because I don't actually know what that is or where that is. Folks are saying Tenerife.
Tenerife.
Is that the Canary Islands? Spain?
I am no longer a train.
Oh, your train ship has ended. It's in the Canary Islands.
Canary Islands?
I don't believe I've ever heard of Tenerife.
I've heard it, but I didn't know where it was. Like, I had no earthly idea of where it could be.
I don't geography.
Josh, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you could travel anywhere, like and that is the specificities of like the time of year, who's with you, all of that, or how long you stay, it's all up to you. Where would you go? Like, what is the most interesting place to you? It could be a place you've been before, or a place maybe you'd just like to go.
I'd love to go to, like, Sweden.
Sweden.
That would be cool.
Okay.
I don't have any reason for that other than I think Sweden would be, like, an interesting place to explore.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Japan is another one. Like, I really want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Like, so badly. And I will.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the next, like, big thing for me.
Japan is cool. I would love to go back to Japan. Sweden's high on my list, too.
I've never left North America, so I want to leave North America at some point.
The other thing for me, and this is less of a place and more of just an experience, and I know Mal feels the same, we really want to see the Borealis.
Yeah.
And whatever way, wherever we have to go to experience that in a big way would be neat.
We could go to Svalbard.
Maybe.
Brooke gets that up in Canada a little bit.
Yeah?
Where she's at, yeah. They get like, sometimes they get like really, really great aurora views of the sky. It's like really beautiful up there.
We were sitting around Alex and Haley's kitchen yesterday, and we were talking about different things. And one of the things that came up was the eclipse. And Haley was talking about how the eclipse was just such a impactful thing. And, like, I completely agree. And, like, I think because of that, I want to experience more cool things in the sky because the eclipse was such a big deal. So, I don't know if the Aurora Borealis would be as cool as the eclipse, but
I want to go to the moon.
Yeah, that's harder to do.
No.
It's not?
No.
I mean, well, I guess it's becoming easier.
I will fly.
Chill days, I just want to go to Svalbard because I listened to a podcast about it and like Pyramiden and stuff. I just think it'd be really cool.
Haley,
go to the moon in the lunar sense or the crypto sense. Why not both?
Haley said the bad news about the Borealis was that it's better in edited pictures. Guess what?
It's still pretty cool in person.
I am someone who edits pictures, so it's fine.
It's still pretty cool in person.
Timmy
totally
Carlos says,
fine.
I want to go somewhere where I can see the Milky Way again. It's hard to see it from here. That was something else we talked about with the eclipse yesterday.
Josh saw it.
I was driving through the North Dakota, and we were just in the middle of nowhere, and there was a nice, wonderful, like, very dark view of the sky. And, like, probably for the first time in my life, probably not, but most likely for the first time in my life, I ever really saw the Milky Way in that way.
I don't believe I've ever seen it.
It was seriously the most awe-inspiring thing ever. I just wanted to stare up at that for the rest of the night, but I had to, like, drive some more.
Yeah, I also that's one of the things that, like, you can see domestic U.S. Like, you can travel somewhere in the U.S. and actually get less light pollution.
You have to go somewhere with less light pollution.
Yeah.
There's maps that you can pull, like light pollution maps for the U.S. And see where you can go and see things.
I'd like to see it at some point. We got 48 months from Mr. Incredible Nude Lord. Congrats on the 4. 17 months from Mr. Dr. Max. Chill Days gifted a sub to Chug Conroy. We got 500 bits from Amehare, who says, first, bird fun. Second, once again, thank you for always being there for great entertainment. Due to school, I have not been able to join as much as I used to. Also, could I get some good vibes? My father just passed away on Tuesday, and it's been really hard the last few days for myself and my sister. Absolutely.
So sorry.
Good vibes. That is a huge, huge tragic event. And absolutely. We wish you the best, and also your sister, and also your entire family. And I sincerely hope that you can take the time necessary to grieve.
Yeah.
In whatever way you need to do. I know that that's bar none, the most important thing is to allow time to do that. So we certainly wish you well. Wish you very, very well. We've got 5 months from Laura Sunflora. And 300 bits from Colin, who says Clown Train. Speaking of train, 300 bits from Furious Kitty says, good afternoon. Went to the Oktoberfest yesterday. Everything is so loud today. No train, go away. Oktoberfest, that's... Well, hold on. Oktoberfest is that's a conceptual thing that it takes place in multiple places, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like if it's Oktoberfest, it's definitely in...
Well, if it comes from the Black Forest region of Germany, then...
All I know about Oktoberfest is you gotta do a beer and you gotta do
Lederhosen.
Well, I was gonna say, like, what are the
Dirndl.
sausages?
Oh.
Dirndl?
What are the sausages?
Oh.
The
Brats?
Kielbasa?
That's the one.
Kielbasa, brat?
Yeah.
Both?
Like a bratwurst kind of deal.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, bratwurst.
Yeah, also someone had pointed out that Oktoberfest is in September.
That's weird, right? Because it's called Oktoberfest.
Is that to not...
Does it end in October?
Oh.
Is that a thing?
Oh, maybe that it gets started. I have no idea. I've never been to Oktoberfest, but I would go.
Yeah.
It's for tax reasons.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well, it all makes sense now.
Thank you, Chaz. You got it. That explains it. 300 bits for Full Metal Grizz, who says, Hype Clown. 300 from Radio Dread. More clown bits for the clown getting on board the hype train as a snack on the go. Sometimes I find myself looking at clowns and saying, that clown's a snack. 20 months. You're learning a lot. 20 months from Zimmer CJ. Vegetable Sorbet gifted 3 subs to 31 Zemo, Apollonius, and Eddie the Game Orb. Thank you, Sorbet. 43 months from Ian Thay, Silver Fire, 100 bits from Pink Batima. 20 from Jamie K7, 510 from Anise, who says, how many of the TRG crew did you meet for the first time in 2018?
That's a really good
wow.
That's a
question.
really good question.
Do you want me to pull a photo from them?
You can if you want.
That would make it easier.
So there's also 2 levels to this question. The first part is how many we met for the first time for realsies, and then the second part is how many we got to know for the first time. Because, as an example, I had met Jules. I had, and I don't know if you had, how many times you had met Jules, but the 3 of us met up with Massey and Emil and Jules and probably Adri and I think Carlos and probably Sab. And we had a birthday dinner. You remember that at PAX? That was the first time I had ever met Jules. I don't know how much we spoke because we did not know each other.
We were all at a table together too, so.
Yeah, so that was the first time I met Jules. That wasn't the first time I met Carlos, but like it wasn't until TRG Kalo 1 that I got to, meet folks.
Yeah.
Jared wasn't there yet.
No,
he
Jared
was next
didn't
year.
go on the first one.
He was 2019 when I was added to the group. But I mean, for me, I had met like everybody there except for Jack.
I hadn't met Maryland either.
Was Jack at the first one?
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't met Jack. I hadn't met Maryland. I hadn't met MC and Campy.
Well, yeah, I hadn't met MC and Campy.
Jiggy was there, or no?
No, Jiggy
wasn't there the first
year.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and had we met Tom before that? I don't think we had met Tom.
Was Tom at PAX ever?
Like, if we ever met Tom, I don't remember Tom. In my brain, I met Tom for the first time at TRG Kala 1. And I don't know if, like, I met him before that, but if I did, it was definitely a Jules situation where I was like, who are you? Yeah, Jules? Okay.
We definitely all got to know each other like a lot more there.
We
were in a house together.
If you want to get to know someone, stay in the same house for a week.
Yeah.
You'll get to know each other. Share some bathrooms.
Yeah, yeah.
Share some bathrooms.
Not enough bathrooms.
And I don't think we ever talk about that on the vlog. But like, people don't understand how small the TRG Kalo 1 house was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how many people were there? 20 people? I don't know, something like that. And we had 2 bathrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we had to regiment the bathroom usage every morning and every night and trying to figure out who was going to shower in the morning, who was going to shower at night.
Yeah. Brandon, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's not enough. It is not enough. That was like the one thing, like after every TRG Coliseum, we have like a big group meeting and it's like what worked, what didn't. And like bar none, everyone was like, there wasn't enough bathrooms.
Dude, how do you guys not fight? Because we're all real good friends and
We're all real
people.
chill.
And we're like pretty like...
Counterpoint, how do you know we didn't? How do you know we didn't fight over the bathroom?
There was fist fighting.
Well,
we dueled to the death, and whoever was alive got to shower.
I felt a little bad because one of the bathrooms was the master bathroom, and Mao and I stayed in the master bedroom. I don't know who decided that. Did we decide that?
We were...
Because we were the
Reese
oldest...
and John, we were the only married couple.
We were the longest married couple.
That's true.
Which I guess gave us seniority on rooms. So we're like, hi, we've been married 100 years.
Reese and John stayed at a nearby hotel, and we
That's
ferried
right.
them back and
That's
forth.
right. That's
That's
right. I
right.
forgot about that. That helped a little bit with the...
A little bit, yeah.
Spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, but can you imagine if they would have been there, though? Because we really didn't have enough bathrooms as is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had the master bath, and a lot of people didn't, like, go into it very often. So most people were using just the... I guess they felt awkward because they're like, oh, that's the master bath.
Well, it had a separate door. They didn't have to come through where we were staying.
Anyway, it got better.
It did. 2019, we had too many bedrooms and...
Every bedroom had its own bathroom in 2019.
That was so good.
It was
It was pretty great.
It was preferable, yes. I liked that a lot. Faulty Fintorp gifted 5 subs to Kreejan, Aaron the Baron, Capricious Collector, Mars Hacks, and BX Blue Bomber 0. Faulty, thank you.
Yeah, Jam, the bathroom had 2 doors. One that went to our bedroom and one that went to the hallway.
Yeah, so it was like... It was the master bathroom, but it was accessible to... It's probably because when they built that house, they were like, oh,
yeah,
we need people to be able to get in here because there's not enough bathrooms.
Do you see this cat?
Hey, buddy. He just
He
chilling.
just came too.
He just chilling. We got 300 bits from Mr. Squidtopus, who says, Morning Bear. Morning Bear. Actually, we were just talking about our favorite flags of the U.S., and one of mine was California, which has a bear on it.
I like the Fallout New Vegas version where it has the 2 heads.
Yeah, that That is a great design. Like, when I think of, like, some graphic design stuff in video games, that's actually one of my top picks. It's very good. There's some other... We also decided that the South Carolina flag is actually one of the best flags.
Yeah.
It's iconic. It's really, really good. We got 340 bits from Jamajo012. It says, needing some good vibes this morning. My cat of 13 years passed away yesterday evening.
Aww. I'm sorry.
Good vibes to you. Mal and I have been there in a very big way, and it is extremely difficult. And same advice: allow yourself to grieve.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to grieve. It does get better in time, but you have to give yourself the time and try to be kind to yourself. I hope everyone's kind to themselves every single day. Do something for you every single day, but especially if you're going through extreme grief through the loss of a pet, you definitely need to treat yourself nice. Give yourself grace for not getting something done or not doing things exactly how you would normally do. Like, be kind to yourself every single day.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. We got 300 from Squid, who says, morning ham. 500 from Ian says, happy Slime Rancher 2 day to all, and to all a very wiggly day. Is that today?
It came out today.
Is that today? Okay.
I didn't play much of Slime Rancher 1, but I might play Slime Rancher 2. It looks good.
I did a first 20 of Slime Rancher, and I was like...
I probably played about as much as you did then.
Okay. It was good.
It was fun.
It was good. It was the type of game where I both wanted to play it and was worried to play it, because I was like, this is one of those things that, like, you would just do.
Yeah. That's cool.
Cool.
I'm excited about that.
It is a very... Yeah, Renee, it says it's a relaxing game, and it is. That's exactly what it feels like. Neat. I'm glad that the Slime Rancher folks have another game to play.
Yeah.
Is it connected? Do you know if it's connected, or can you just, like... Start to? Because I don't know anything about...
Yeah, I don't know if there's, like, lore.
Yeah. I mean, there's
probably lore.
From the first, like, little bit I played, it didn't seem like a big part of it, because it's mostly just a gameplay thing, but maybe, I don't know. It's story light. Okay. So it's probably like little connections, but not super important. That's fine.
Jam asked what the North Carolina state flag looks like. We were just talking about this, I believe, with Brandon. And it's the color field right there. It's split up into 3 with a vertical and 2 horizontals, and it's red, white, and then the vertical is blue, and it says NC and has some stuff on it.
It's not the worst flag.
No. Alaska's is cool. South Carolina's is cool.
Yeah. Like...
New Mexico has a cool flag.
Yeah, some states have bad flags. I don't want to sit here and just call out states for having bad flags, but some of them are bad. Some of them are not very good. TRG Coliseum should have a flag.
That'd just be like the TRG logo on a flag. TRG colors.
Maybe. It would be like
blue and
Emil,
white.
Tim, and John's face. With a controller and a saxophone.
And that's what TRG Coliseum is known for: controllers and saxophones exclusively.
I was trying to think of like what is TRG Coliseum? There's video games, and then Carlos plays the saxophone, and I was like, that's it.
There's
I don't know.
There's also guitar.
Yeah.
There's like yeah.
Oh, the lamp. Oh, it should just be the lamp.
Only the lamp.
Yeah, I changed my mind. It's just the lamp. That's it.
Maybe there's some like rays coming off of it.
Yeah, very ominous rays.
Yeah, kind of like Arizona's flag.
Yeah, it could be like a sunrise kind of situation.
Arizona
like
also has a good flag.
Yeah.
Arizona's flag's good. We got 27 months from Captain McKitty. 5 months from By Matthew Porter. 300 Brits from Furious Kitty says, I have a song stuck in my head. Try to pronounce the lyrics. Der Zug hat kein Brims. How'd I do?
Not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad.
It's only... I can only do that semi-good because Mao plays Rammstein in the car sometimes.
Yeah.
Du hast.
You picked that song when there's so many other ones that are...
We are living in America. America is wonderful.
I have friends going to see them this weekend, and I'm so jealous.
It's apparently... do you know anything about Rammstein?
Just the one song.
Which
He just sang 2 of them, so.
there's only 2.
No, the first one you mentioned, that's the one.
Du hast.
Du hast.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, I don't know anything about Rammstein.
Yeah, I've never been to a Rammstein concert, but Mal
Well,
has
they
shown
haven't
me.
been to the U.S. very much.
Yeah, they're not super huge fans of the U.S. I can't imagine why. But I've seen some concert footage, and it seems like a event. I've described it as a Gwar concert, but with less liquids. That's a wild statement. If you don't know who Gwar is, then I can't help you. 8 months from Pickle Slobs. 300 bits from Goldmage just says, as you know, Josh, 2022 is the year of the shrimp. Thanks to our wonderful Chaz. Please share with us your shrimp opinions and thoughts. What do you think about shrimp?
Shrimp good.
Oh, here's a good question. What's your favorite way to eat shrimp? Do you like them fried? Do you like them?
I like a good.
Not fried.
What's the ones when it's like in the butter?
Oh, I don't know. Like
It's a word. There's a specific term for it.
I'll tell you right now. I like the
Scampi.
Scampi.
Thank you, Mysterious Green Thunder.
like the panko. What's it called? Like tempura shrimp.
Oh, tempura. Oh my
tempura
goodness.
shrimp is
Oh my
the
goodness.
best thing ever, and I would just eat like a whole thing of it right now.
That. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know.
That's what we did during the pandemic when we weren't going out to eat.
Yeah.
We
We just made tempura
panko
shrimp.
breaded our own shrimp, and
hell
they
yeah.
were really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Shrimp. See, I don't like shrimp cold.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't eat shrimp cold either.
Which is a whole thing, right? Because when people do the shrimp cocktails at a party and they're cold,
Like
and
I've
they're
definitely
chilled.
eaten it that way and like had it dipped in the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not my preferred way of approaching shrimp.
I like cocktail sauce, but I don't like my shrimp chilled. I don't like that. Like, will I eat it? I will, but
I only
It's true, I also
recently
don't like
found
avocados
I
cold.
like coconut shrimp. When we went to
Yeah,
the,
what's fried, right?
the Little River festivals,
yeah, it's
there's a place that has coconut shrimp, and I'm like, oh, this is good. I've not had this before.
it's just
coconut
it's
shrimp.
fried with coconut, right? That's
Yeah.
generally how it's
I've
done.
had coconut shrimp. I think at least once. That's good.
Yeah, coconut shrimp's
Shrimp's
really
good.
Shrimp is good. Shrimp is good. Also, shrimp seems to be like from amongst my group of friends from because I've actually asked this question to them. A lot of people don't eat fish, but they will eat shrimp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shrimp is the great mediator of the land-sea divide.
I like all the seafood that is like kind of normal. Like I like the fish and I like the shrimp and whatever. But you get to like oyster and
Oyster.
Ah.
The bivalves.
yeah, like can't do
Bivalves,
any of that.
yeah.
The slimy
Maybe
stuff.
sometime I'll make you the mussel curry that I make with mussels.
I was the same way. And
If it's got curry around it,
I was the same
that
way,
might
and
be easier.
I will
It is.
eat. Yeah, gooey duck. Oh God.
oh god, I don't
Yeah.
even like thinking about gooey duck.
Yeah, I ate one once.
As a
so
what the
yeah,
why?
because I was stupid. I was in Japan and we had was it ramen?
No, it was a
Not only is it
udon place.
Udon,
not
yeah.
only is it unappealing to look at,
Yeah.
it's called gooey duck.
Yeah. You're going to think I'm an idiot, but I'm going to tell you this story. We were in Japan and we were at an udon place and it was like a
You
cafeteria
get
style.
the bowl of udon noodles,
And
and,
you-
then you put fried stuff on top
you
of it.
you go down this thing and there's a bunch of people behind the counter and they have all these toppings and you tell them what you want. There was one that I was like, oh, a hot dog. And like if I would have thought about it for more than a minute, I would have understood that it's Japan. There's no way in hell that it's a hot dog. But it looked, honest to God, it looked just like a hot dog. I was like, oh look, a fried hot dog.
Here's my thought. My thought is, why would you put a hot dog in your udon noodles?
I was like, oh look, that's a very
there were
American
like 20
thing to add.
things that were fried that you could pick from.
Yeah. And I got a fried hot dog. And
Fossix has the
I-
vlog with the timestamp.
I got a fried hot dog, and we all sat down, and we were with Steph and Steve, and they're
Yeah.
like, huh, what's that? And I was like, and only then was my brain like, there's no way this is a hot dog. And I ate it.
Hey, sweet kitty.
The first bite, I was like, this is not a hot
I need
dog.
to get something, kitty cat.
Woo! Never again. I actually did not know what it was, and I only learned after, and then I was like, nope. Nope,
Kip,
nope,
Kip.
nope, nope.
Go over there. I gotta go get something.
Kip, Kip. Come on over, bud. Hi, Kip, Kip. And sit. 500 bits from Marta Griff, who says, so Stephen, what will we do now that we cannot gamble on Twitch? Also, hello, Mr.
Oh, no.
Jepson. Oh, no.
What are we going to do?
I guess we'll just keep not gambling. Steven, you've never gambled on Twitch. What will you do now that you can't? I guess I just will not doing that.
Yeah, that's some words.
Yeah, I'll use the time saved to take English lessons. 300 bits from Please the Cheese. Oh, Mal's not here. I'll come back to this one. 28 months from Forwolf. 46 from I Spy Moose. 17 from JV Tours. 47 from Sephiroth. 300 bits from Goldmage, who says, 30,000 mighty suns shone down in a soul-searing splendor that was more frighteningly cold in its awful indifference than the bitter wind that shivered across the cold, horribly bleak world. Stars. All the stars. We didn't know it all. We didn't know anything. We thought 6 stars in a universe is something the stars didn't know this. Is darkness forever and ever and ever, and the walls are breaking in, and we didn't know, we couldn't know, and anything. Asimov, Nightfall, 1941.
I like the...
Shout out to anyone that recognized that.
I have no idea what that is.
I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with the author. I'm not familiar with any of their works.
Oh.
But it was fun. There was brief alliteration at the beginning, and I liked the alliteration.
I'm a fan of alliteration.
Same. 300 bits from Dane, who says, sorry to bring the mood back down, but me and my cat had an experience last week. Came home to the apartment flooded, and he was soaked and terrified. I could not find him for 2 hours. Things are finally normal now. Good vibes for anybody going through stress. That would be stressful.
That's very unfortunate.
I'm glad that things are good now, but gracious, yeah, that would be.
Poor kitty.
And also that you're focused very much on the cat, which is good, right? Because the cat's a living creature. But also, it sounds like your apartment got flooded, and that sucks as an entirely different thing. So, yeah, good vibes to you. I hope things are going good now. And also, shout out to everyone going through stress, which my assumption would be literally everyone here in some way.
Yeah.
Everyone is always going through something.
Yeah.
And in your life, I think that just like sometimes
it ebbs and flows.
Yeah, sometimes it's low, but it's still there. It's still there. And for some of you right now, it's real high.
Yeah.
And I wish you well. So
good vibes to all.
Yeah.
And to all, a good vibe.
And if you are stress-free, then you just spread those vibes to other folks right now. And then the universe will give them back.
My secret talent is spreading the good vibes, even when the good vibes aren't within me.
You
release the good vibes, good vibes,
good bibs,
good bibs for all.
You do so under the acknowledgement that they will return to you.
And yeah,
in time of need.
And the thing is like because that's like if I'm feeling like crap, and I go on the stream or the video and I do a funny and I make somebody laugh, like that makes me feel real good. So like I love doing that to just like cheer myself up, you know?
Yeah, no, it's
and like I go on and I
totally get it.
Be a clown and then I make myself laugh and it's a good time.
Do you need to return?
Kitty. The obstacles of the kitty and you.
Kitty.
I'm only a brief obstacle.
Kitty right there.
So is Kitty.
Off screen right there.
He just relaxing.
He's
blending into the rug.
He does look like the rug.
He's good at blending into the rug.
Yeah, I have tripped over him one time.
He's the exact same color as the rug.
Yeah, at least we didn't get like a spotted rug.
Oh yeah,
that would have been
bad.
impossible.
Yeah.
But it's already not great.
Small cow kitty.
He yellow cowboy. An anonymous gifter gifted 10 subs. Big Milk Bomb 2, Luna Ray Arclight, Monkey in the Moon, Knights of Ren, Sorry D-Pain, Iron Girl 18, Angel the Nobody, Golden Daisy Gaming, Kayla Crisp 88, Willow Wisp, and Jelly 7123. Anonymous, thank you.
Thank you, by the way, to everybody saying very nice things about my streams and my laugh and stuff in chat. You guys are awesome.
Josh is great.
Josh is great.
Josh is great. I've thought that for at least a year. Probably way longer.
Oh, jeez.
300 bits from Please the Cheese. He says, hi, grandparents and Josh. Just wanted to give thanks to Mao for introducing me to Hobonichi, currently deciding between weeks or cousins.
Oh. Cousin if you like doing things daily and having more space. Weeks if you like being able to see the entire week at one time.
Yeah. Journaling.
And you don't mind something small. The week's is small.
Yeah, it's a little tiny, skinny thing.
The cousin does have a weekly spread in it, though, so you can do that as well.
Hi, Zach.
Ooh, what are we eating?
You'll never feel the same after you've tried Tiny Eddie's saucy octopus chow.
Saucy octopus.
I don't like that you'll never feel the same. It's like a threat.
The octopus is poisonous. 1,000 Bits from Jedi Zach says, as a Josh mod, he's okay, I guess.
Wow.
Seriously, though, Josh, you a good.
Aw, thanks, Zach. Hi, Zach.
Josh is a good. After having spent the last few days with Josh, I can confirm all of your suspicions. He a good.
It does feel good to have like a little bit of a reassurance that I am a good sometimes, because like I've been like so away from everybody for so long, and you kind of like just get in your own head about stuff.
Yep.
And so like it feels good to be around friends, and they're like, "You're good."
Yep.
And I'm like, "You're good."
Yeah, I think it's just
we're all good.
It's the
together.
act of people actively wanting to hang around you. You know what I mean? Like people are like excited that you are around. Like, oh, we're gonna hang out, and that's true. What's this one?
A reward for a long, chunky day. Tiny Eddie's chocolate and dill fudge Richies.
Chocolate and dill.
I know when I'm feeling chunky, I just want more fudge.
When you're, when you're feeling chunky.
It's a long, chunky day.
Chocolate and dill.
I mean,
I really hate dill.
chocolate pickles.
Honestly, actually, I'm listening.
Chocolate pickles?
I like the dill.
I mean, I like dill, but
I'm
like,
a dill man.
I don't know that that's a thing.
But I don't think I
goes-
would cover in chocolate.
1,000 Bits from Padawan back. It says, this Tiny Eddie food item is a distraction. You missed my awesome poem last week due to a bathroom break, but I promise it was top tier. I am sorry I missed your poem. But also, a bathroom break. That's a thing that happens on streams. Not all the time, but sometimes. I don't know that I would do chocolate pickles.
Chocolate and dill fudge.
Fudge.
It's extra chocolatey.
And it's rich, because they're fudge richies. So
Yeah.
they're very rich.
I would try it if you know how they do fried pickles, which are one of my favorite things.
Fried pickles are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Hands down, my favorite appetizer at the restaurant, I bet. Those are so good. But if they had chocolate involved,
You know what's even better than fried pickles, though?
what's that?
Fried zucchini.
Oh, yes.
Fried mushrooms are good too.
And mushrooms.
Never had fried mushrooms.
Ooh.
Oh my god, they're very good. Usually they
Where do we get
are...
fried mushrooms?
There's a lot of places you can get them.
Y'all making me hungry?
The problem with fried mushrooms is that when they first come out...
They're a million
They
degrees.
are a million degrees.
Because the gills hold so much.
Yeah, they will completely burn your mouth off.
I love mushrooms. They are so good.
Yeah. When Mao and I first started dating, Mao did not eat mushrooms.
No.
And now she does. Because I love mushrooms.
You just got to do it right.
Well, so growing up, my mom, who is a pescatarian, doesn't eat meat. So when we would get pizza, we often got mushroom pizza.
Yeah.
So that was like the pizza that we ate growing up. And, whenever we would get a pizza, I'd be like, oh, let's get mushroom pizza. And then she slowly started to get into it. I haven't managed to get you to eat black olives, though.
No, I'll
Can't do
eat
that.
them, but I'm not thrilled.
That's
All
fair.
right.
They're pretty good.
Kids and velociraptors all go wild for Tiny Eddie's sour waffle squares.
Sour.
That sounds like a cereal. Sour waffle squares.
Just stick some
For the kids.
citric acid in your waffle batter.
Or, and this is an idea, don't.
Yeah, that doesn't... No.
That it's because when you think of waffle, you think of sweet, right? And you
Yeah.
don't want your sour and your sweet. However, you know how they do savory waffle. What if it was a sour waffle? What would you... That
DJ
would
Sherbert.
work.
You could do you could do that, but I'm still not thrilled.
What do you
That
do
would
like
work.
a lemon glaze?
Ooh,
Like
wait a
powdered
minute.
sugar?
But then it wouldn't,
Yeah.
Here's the thing: it wouldn't really be sour.
It would
really,
be
it would
sa-
have
lemon
with the
is
With a
sour.
tartness, yeah.
I think
The
that
twinge
still
of it.
counts. I think that still counts.
It'd be more sweet than sour at that point. Still, like you'd have to put the sugar in it to
Lemon
like balance
zest
it.
waffle.
Lemon zest waffle.
I would do it. That was also from Padawan back. It says, for a poem recap that Mal read, roses are red, violets are rad. I'm kind of sad. Hey Siri, call Chad. No, don't. It heard Chad, and I'm thinking, I don't know who Chad is. Don't call Chad. Like if It's a good poem.
Is that Chad?
Don't call Chaz.
Is that Chad's last name?
Yes.
Whoever Chad is.
Yeah.
Mr.
I don't know if I have a Chad in my phone, but I might, and I don't want them to be called. We got 300 bits from Anorak Dovkeen. Says Twitch apparently ate my resub. 48 months today. Also, hi Josh.
Hi.
So glad to have Josh here today. We got 400 bits from Charhutcher. Says, fun fact, New Mexico's flag is the Zia symbol, a native symbol, and the lines in each direction represent the 4 seasons, the 4 stages of life, the 4 times a day, and the 4 cardinal directions. See, that's neat.
I had no idea. That's really cool.
And like, there's probably...
I assumed it was a Native American symbol.
There's probably like some meaning and stuff behind a lot of the flags that would be nice to know. I wouldn't mind doing that, but also then some of the flags just look cool.
Yeah.
And some of them are too busy. Some of the problem. I look at the flags, I'm like, that one's got too much stuff on it.
Only in the last, I think it was 5 years ago, did they really solidify South Carolina's flag. There was not a standard of design for it.
That's true, which is wild.
And it's one of the 13 original colonies, so you think they would have done that.
So the South Carolina flag is just a white...
It's a blue field.
With a white palmetto tree and a white crescent moon. And the size of those objects...
And the exact design of the tree.
And the placement and everything was not standardized.
Ever? But it's been
Until
that way
like
for like a
5 years
long
ago.
time.
Yeah.
And they've just kind of like adjusted and shifted things every so often for a long time.
Yeah. It was just like, as
so
long as there's a
sometimes-
crescent moon and as long as there's a palm tree, it's like, that's good.
Well, sometimes the palm tree, like the fronds of it on top, one of them like looked like a hand. Like it was not very good.
Yeah.
And like the crescent moon shape would change in the exact placement, but they standardized it. And I'm not fond of the standardization design they picked.
Well, you can just do your own thing. It's fine. 300 bits from Crafting Live says, extra life question, with the addition of Wii U to the game pool, there are some games that have amiibo bonuses or, like an Animal Crossing off-brand Mario Party amiibo requirements. Will there be any way to request amiibo and or choose amiibo from a list when required? Ska. So, it's not impossible, is what I'll say. It's one of those things that if we play a Wii U game that can use an amiibo...
I agree with Chaz.
You know, that's exactly how we do them. People can put stuff into chat and maybe we'll see them, maybe we'll do them. The other thing to remember is that we will be playing games from the beginning. So you have to kind of think, like, in the first 30 minutes, will it make sense to use an amiibo?
Yeah.
Will that give us an edge or something? So, like, it's not impossible, but it's not something that you'll be able to formally request. It'll be chat getting excited, be like, get Donkey Kong!
Try this one.
Yeah. But we will have them around, and we
should pull them out and put them out in a line.
Yeah, and we will. We'll do that. We got 10 gift subs from Jesse Greaves. Thank you, Jesse. The subs went to the Chaos Yoshi, Frosty the Dragoon, First Zach, Tech Metal, Mickey Panda, Bunglemore, Shining Zur, Lives, LOZ, Gutang Clan, and Vsneeze.
Vsneeze! What's up, Vs? But Bunglemore is my favorite there.
Bunglemore. It could be French. It could be Bung-le-Mort. It's probably Bunglemore. It's probably... It's
I don't know about all that.
I can hear Brandon sighing from here.
What state flag is not a flag?
Ohio.
Somebody's mentioned earlier in chat
Celebrate
about
your weekend in style with Tiny Eddie's rumored jar buns.
Oh, that's not good. Sorry.
rumored tar buns.
I hate that, Eddie.
Tar buns.
That would not smell good, I'll tell you that.
Well, it's only a rumor. It's okay.
Oh.
Somebody was mentioning the Maine flag earlier, and they were like, it used to be a pine tree, and then they just put the Maine seal on it. And they said it was a downgrade, and I was like, yeah, the Maine seal is very complicated, and it's one of those flags that has like way too much stuff in it.
Yeah.
And like, just put the pine tree on it, or put a moose on it, or something.
See, that's the thing. And like, this is graphic design brain, but I love the idea of all the state flags being like solid color with like 1 or 2 objects in a different color on the front, and then that's it.
Just like yeah,
I'm a little biased.
Standardize the whole thing.
I'm a little biased because I'm from South Carolina, but I also really like the design of the South Carolina flag.
And all the ones I like are like that. Like New Mexico, Arizona.
Yeah, so like, it would be really neat if that's the thing you learned in school when you're in 3rd grade. Like, thumbnails for the state. It's not wrong. Thumbnails for the state is not wrong. So you would just be like, oh, that's a bear. That's California. Oh, that's Ben and Jerry's. That's Vermont.
Mr. Game Boy, Paul has talked about Ohio's pennant before.
Yeah. Anyway, someone's probably already made that, but it's just something to think about. Anyway, we had 1,000 bits from Cheesehammer says, last time he was here, Josh said he'd take me with him, then he left me behind. Now Eddie will show him some of the lovely foods he's missing out on because he doesn't have a Cheesehammer. Tar buns. We were driving the other day, and there was some road construction, and you could smell the tar.
I hate that.
And you know, it was at that moment I was like, if only they could turn this into a bread.
Oh.
If only. Then I could celebrate my weekend. No. 48 months from Satsy.
Hi, Satsy.
Congrats on 4.
Oh, I can't ding if I've got it in my mouth. There we go.
A common problem in society. 300 bits from Satsy says, no keyboard, so no details, but things are finally moving. Jimmy Clown also lurking. Good. Glad things are happening. You got 300 bits of Token who says, I just wanted to donate some bits today.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Toku. We got 13 months from Ethaniko Margashi. 17 months from Jesse Greaves. 300 from Chill Days, it says, Josh, you were the first streamer I watched regularly, so thanks for bringing me to Twitch. You very much a good.
Thanks, Chill.
Josh has been streaming for a while.
So you know how you get the badge for how many years you've been doing the thing if you're the streamer? It recently went up over the 8-year badge.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's how long I've had partner, and I've been streaming a little longer than that. So, time.
That's a long time. That is twice as long as that. We just celebrated 4 years.
Time.
And actually, we were talking to Haley. Haley streamed regularly a lot for years.
Yeah.
Before we ever got started. And I was like, she actually was saying yesterday, she's like, I started streaming too soon. I should have waited for a bit. I was like, sorry, you're the OG.
Yeah.
We got into this very late.
Yeah.
Compared to like everyone else.
We did.
Which is okay.
It is fine. It's fine. And I've been having fun with it. But also like, it took us a while. We got there. Eventually.
Chaz. Yeah.
Chaz was asking us to stream for approximately years before we ever started.
I was just about to say, Chaz has probably been mentioning it regularly for many years.
I'm fairly certain the reason we're on Twitch is Chaz.
Yeah.
Like,
There you
I'm
go.
pretty sure Chaz was the one that very explicitly was like, please do this. And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to make another episode of Fallout 4. I just need 6 months. Various Kitty gifted a sub to Spiritomb 108. 300 bits Marty Griff says, you and Josh could have a podcast on flags, and you can call it Fun with Flags.
Fun with
A Big Bang Theory reference. I would...
yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah, I think just in general, we have a good chemistry, camaraderie,
Conversational.
joint ability. Yeah, we have
Rapport.
that. Rapport is a good one. Yeah, I've always thought that for Josh and myself.
That's good.
I've always believed that. I think we bounce off of each other very well.
I like talking.
Yeah, I also like talking.
You both do the talk good.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mel.
You talk good too.
We all talk real good.
We all talk real good. Thank you for coming to Talk Stream. We talk real good here.
I want to start like doing a live talk podcast show at some point. So, hey, look out, internet. Coming to an internet place.
You heard it here first.
Now, soon.
Josh has an idea for Good Talk.
Hey, maybe that'll be what it's called. Good talk.
Josh Jepson presents
Good talk.
And that
Lunch
was a
stream.
good talk.
Hey, you got the ideas.
Between everyone, you'll be able to watch an entire day's worth of people drinking coffee. And
Who would
eating
do dinner stream? Who would be good for dinner stream?
John would be fourth meal stream.
food? Yeah,
Midnight snack stream.
midnight snack. Midnight snack. We got 15 months from JT Slasher. 300 bits from Item Crafting Live says, flags are cool for places, but what about a coat of arms? What would be on the George and Jepson heraldries, respectively?
I think your family has a coat of arms.
Yeah. My family
can
is
imagine they would.
extremely English. Like, very, very... You know,
You have family buried in Westminster Abbey.
Yeah. So you know when you got, like, the DNA test and it's like, you're a little of this and a little of that? Mine's just like, oh, you're just English. So...
Yeah.
Cheers.
The Jepson family has a thing, but I don't know what it is. I can't remember.
Oh, do you have one too, you think?
Yeah, no, I know I do, because
Okay.
I had like a fleece pullover that had a thing on it, but I don't remember what it is at all.
I would love to find out, and I'm sure you would too, like what it
Yeah.
is, and bring it back in a big way.
Back in red says George, famous English name.
Yeah.
That comes from the German side of the family, though.
Jepson is fairly
Well-
Irish.
Maybe.
The English side is your grandma, the one that was on the vlog recently, that grandma.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought. Oh.
That's the family that was in Westminster and stuff.
What about the other side? They're also English.
I think your patrial line is German.
All of it.
I'm pretty sure that line is German.
I trust Mal's on this because she's the one that did all the research. It was fun to have someone else do research about your family, and then be like, "This is what I've learned." I'm like, "Oh, neat. Very, very neat." Yeah, we should bring back family crests. You know how whenever families do like a group vacation, they all get the matching shirts? Mm-hmm. They could do that, but it could be a crest.
Yeah.
And then you have this fun element of design that's unique to your specific family. Instead of just saying, Johnson family,
Reunion.
Grand Canyon Reunion 2024. It actually
In
has
Comic Sans.
You're not wrong, and it makes me sad, and it's never ironic. never
See,
ironic.
you can only use Comic Sans if it is ironic.
Well, the people that don't know that do not know that. Don't worry. We're past Comic Sans. Now we use papyrus.
Oh God, don't even get me started on Papyrus.
Sign painter.
Sign painter.
I'd rather use Comic Sans.
You know what? You know my favorite places to eat are places in strip malls, and it's just their name in Arial. Just boom. Nothing fancy. It's just like Chinese restaurant. That's it. Like they didn't come up with a name. They're just telling you what it is. Arial font, Chinese restaurant, and you know exactly what you're getting into. And usually those places are the best.
Food you eat.
Like they didn't spend a lot of time working on the design aspect because they were too busy focused on the food.
Yeah.
That's actually,
I still like #1 Chinese restaurant.
and was it though?
We've never been.
We've never been.
There's
I'm
a
not
place
sure.
we drive through going back to Myrtle Beach, and they have a place called #1 Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, I
Like
think
of all time, of the
I th-
area.
I think it's
There's
the
only one in the
yeah. I
area.
think it's the only one in the area. So they're #1 of one.
It's actually brilliant.
If any other Chinese restaurants open up, they're gonna be like, oh crap, this is not gonna work for me. We got 350 views from Elfie Goldfish. It says, Josh, your first Wind Waker Let's Play was the very first Let's Play I ever watched back in 2011. And you
Wow.
were the very first person I subscribed to on YouTube. I can't always catch your streams, but when I do, it's always a great time. You are a delight to watch.
Thank you. That's awesome. I love Wind Waker. And I love that was your first experience of my stuff, because Wind Waker is like, it's pretty near and dear to my heart, that game. So
Yeah.
thanks, LP.
There's so many... I think... Okay, I have a question for Chad. If your first Let's Play that you watched was a GameCube game, doesn't matter who did it, but if it was a GameCube game, raise your hand. Because there is it's a specific time when Let's Plays are getting started that the folks that grew up with GameCube games that were doing them are probably calling out quite a bit of folks, because that was the Let's Play era. That was like whenever it began. There are gonna be a few no's, but there's gonna be a lot of yeses.
I feel as though Let's Playing is responsible for the resurgence of GameCube.
Yes.
Like absolutely. Like
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the GameCube did not sell very well and got a lot of hate when it first came out from a lot of people.
Yep.
And then the real hardcore gamers that were like, but it's actually good though. Here, let me show you.
You know the system that's getting it now is Wii U.
Yeah, right? Wii U had some really great games.
Wii U was completely slept on, and now there are so many folks that are like, oh my god, the Wii U library is like really good. And like, of course it is. That's why they're moving the games to the Switch, because they're like, ah, crap, we made these great games. That never happened with the Wii. And maybe it's because the Wii was so successful and it sold so many things, or maybe it's because the history of the Wii being like a shovelware library is there.
Yeah.
But the Wii never had that resurgence. But Wii U did.
You know,
Port Imagine Babies to the Switch. Well, anyway, what were you saying?
my favorite 2 Wii U experiences was the Animal Crossing minigame.
Oh, the Nintendo Land?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nintendo Land was amazing.
And
real good.
What's the Franks where you fling them?
Oh, and Game & Wario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed playing both of those with Emil.
Yeah.
I just really liked the idea of like the asymmetrical gameplay with like especially Nintendo Land did that so well, and there was a few games in there that were just so cool to have like the one player on the gamepad and everybody else on Wii remotes doing something over there, and like it was just underutilized entirely, and now people are looking back at it and seeing all the value there. Finally,
it's one of those things that in order to do that sort of thing well, you have to design the hardware around it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't. A company can't just be like, I'm going to make a thing to play asymmetrical 1v4 games.
Yeah.
You really need someone like Nintendo to do it. And they did it. And, looking at it, it's like, well, of course it was not successful. It was not mainstream. But it did allow us to have access to, even if briefly, a few really interesting game experiences.
The other thing about the Wii U is that's where Mario Kart 8 came from originally. And now it's still here. It's still around.
Yeah. Brandon does point out
almost a decade later
that the asymmetrical gameplay does still exist with phones.
It does, yeah. Well, yeah, there's a couple of things like that, but like,
it's not quite the same experience, but that is as close as we can get now. Which is unfortunate because Nintendo Land, as an example, is just such a great example. It also proves that not all minigame collection games are garbo. Nintendo Land is probably the highest caliber you can get when it comes to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It is really good. 300 Bits One Weird Cat says, I learned of Josh through Versus, then checked out the Spyro LP. I hope you were able to finish the games, even though you did need a break from doing the LPs.
Spyro 2 made me so sad because it was a blind Let's Play, and it was, I was very excited about it, and I did it with my buddy Hal Diamond, and it was really, really good. And then the final recording session became corrupted, and we never went back to it because it was a blind thing. So, like, what was I going to do it again?
Yeah.
And so that made me really sad. And so I never did. I finished the games, like those first 2 at least, but I never continued on and played Spyro 3. I still have not played Spyro 3. So for sure, at some point, I'm going to revisit those games. Probably in the remaster, because those are amazing.
Yeah. I want to play the Spyro games because I never played them.
They're so good. They're so good.
My experience with Spyro is when it first came out on PlayStation, and it was at the kiosk when I was younger. I got a chance to play it, and I didn't have a PlayStation, so I was like, "Oh wow, cool, yeah." And then that was it.
Which Wii U game is Corn Salad for Senpai?
Oh God.
Where that came from?
It's like Nintendo Funtime Minigame Collection Big or something. I don't remember what it's called. Big. But it's on the Wii U.
We Party
You. That's it. That's basically what I said. I'm pretty sure.
We Party You? We Party Me?
We Party You.
We Party all of us.
We Party You is an example of a not great minigame collection. If Nintendo Land is up here, We Party You is like, it's not as good. Not as good at all. You know what made Nintendo?
We do, Chaz.
That would be fine. We could do Corn Salad for Senpai at Extra Life.
Bye, Brandon.
What was I gonna say? What part? I forgot.
Oh my God! I'm going through my memory banks now. I remember Corn Salad for Senpai.
So we were at a chef con.
I remember now.
Playing We Party You, and you have the gamepad, and you like do the order for someone.
It's a very bad minigame.
They played it for Coliseum, I remember.
It's a very bad minigame.
Maybe it was TRG separate from Coliseum. But there's an item that you can order that's lettuce with corn dumped on top of it. And so we just continually shouted, like, corn salad, I need 7 corn salads. And then we developed it into corn salad for Senpai.
We developed
Chaz
it.
did.
Chaz of his own accord, with
Yeah.
no one else asking him to, turned it into a card game. It's fine.
Yeah.
Which is just a reskinning of Love
Love
Letter.
Letter. Yeah, that specific minigame in that game, I don't know if you remember that in We Party You, but it's just...
I don't. I remember the
Someone-
card game specifically.
So all it is that someone has the gamepad, and then you have as many other people as you want, and they look at the TV, which has got like
menu
the
board.
menu at a fast food restaurant, and they call things out, and the person with the gamepad puts in the order, and then at the end, whenever everyone said whatever they're saying, and you put it in, then
They
it
get
comes
their
up.
order, and you have to say if it was right or not.
The people say that that's what they ordered or not,
That sounds amazing.
and like there's no. There's no
it's
way
just
to.
opinion. Like,
Yeah,
did they
it's
do
like,
good? Yeah.
you know, what if Mal forgot what she ordered? Then I just don't get points because she decided this isn't what I ordered. So it's,
The retail experience.
yeah, actually, yes, it is, that's what it is. It's preparing you for working in that industry where someone's like,
that's what I'm thinking of, Emil. Watch a TRG video called Small Fries with My Large Fries.
yep. It's like, it is a hilarious experience, but as a game,
It's bad.
it's a bad game. It's not even a game. You could do it at home. You don't need a Wii U to do this. Print out the McDonald's menu and tape it to a wall, and you can play it here, anywhere.
Can I
it's an
vote on that
experience.
for Extra Life?
If you want. We get 100 bits from V Sneeze. 300 from Padawan back. It says, I'm totally voting for more Blizzard the Wizard game. You can. You can. I will scream, but you can. Controlling that was...
Yeah.
It was hard. It was hard, and it was also very, very bad. Here's something we can eat.
New at your grocery. Tiny Eddie's massive silly bars.
Oh, they're so silly, but they're huge. 1,000 bits from Grabobly. Tiny Eddie, what's on my order? Well, at least you don't have any corn.
Massive silly bars.
Silly bars.
I have no idea what's in that.
Well, they have a thing called a dilly bar,
bar.
and I don't know what that is. What is a dilly bar?
It's a
Does that-
Dairy Queen thing where you get ice cream in the shape of a circle, and it's on a popsicle stick, and they just dip it in like chocolate.
So a silly bar is like that, but, you know,
Big
Silly.
and silly.
Sillier.
Well, this one's big anyway.
I don't know how you make that sillier, but maybe it's...
You put fun sprinkles on it and like a clown face.
Yeah, there you
Make
go.
a clown face. out of
Oh,
Like
like
the
the
Sonic ice
melting
cream.
Sonic ice cream
Yeah.
face.
it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You can do like a
But
cherry for the
big.
nose and like.
Just really, like, they hand you the ice cream and it's like this
yeah.
big,
It's
and you're
as
like,
big
Like
this
cotton
is...
candy, but that.
It's going to melt. There's no chance you can finish this before it's just all over your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So silly.
Very silly.
You're wasting all of this money because you can't eat it. It's just all over
Can't
you.
eat it fast enough.
It's a deluge of ice cream. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up things that are happening. Josh, what do you have to announce?
Oh man. I am going to be doing some. On the subject of Wind Waker, I'm going to be doing a Wind Waker crowd control on Sunday on the Twitch channel. Besides that, you know, just Banjo-Kazooie stuff on the main channel on YouTube, and yeah, that's it. But those two things mainly for the next little bit. I've still been working on Wind Waker, but crowd control is so brutal that like it's taken me some time to get through it.
I can imagine it's difficult when the entire audience is actively working against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when
Make
they
it
discover a consistent soft lock.
Are you haunted by this?
Yes. Yes.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, Splatoon. Oh my god. Splatoon 3's the first official Splatfest is this weekend also. So I will be streaming that like tomorrow.
Good. Good. Now you're painting.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
So that's good.
I did work this week while like Brandon and Josh and Dan were here.
I've actually been quite impressed
Yeah.
that we've managed to keep things as caught up as we have, despite the fact that we've had 3 different friends in town.
Yeah.
Managed to do that. And speaking of, at 10:15, which is in about 10 minutes, the first TRG Coliseum vlog from the first TRG Coliseum will be out. hallelujah. It's taken a while to get to this point, 4.5 years, but it will be out and you can watch it with your eyes.
I'm very excited.
It's fun to finally be getting some of this stuff out. Otherwise, actually, I don't know what's coming out on Stephen Plays today, because I don't know that Dan had a chance to get Pokemon done, so we'll see what happens.
I'll just upload my Banjo video to your channel. It's fine. It's fine.
It'd be very big confusion in 2 different places.
If
you
is
did that.
Steven and Friends the one we recorded like a week ago?
You're talking about something on a Saturday, and it's a Thursday, so that is way too
Okay.
far away for me to know anything about.
Okay.
Yeah, it says Pokemon on the schedule, but the schedule is not reflective of what is uploaded to the channel, so we will see what happens. It might come out late, or it might be a memorable moment. It is hard to tell what exactly will happen. Something will happen. Something will happen. We got 22 months from a good way game leaked, and 300 bits from Padawan Beck. It says, do you guys have the Mr. Bean game for the Wii? We do. We have every Wii game.
There's a Mr. Bean game?
There is. Actually, the Mr. Bean game, very specifically, finding North American copy, very hard. Very rare game for North American territory. Very common game for the UK. I can't imagine why. So for PAL regions, easy to find. And in North America, much, much harder.
Yep.
I like Mr. Bean.
Yeah. I presume that you play as Mr. Bean. I presume you play as Rowan Atkinson. So that could be fun. That could be a fun one. Yeah, there's a lot of game. There's a whole lot of game. And I think that's it.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Yep.
Kep's like, oh, I think I might come back up now. It's the end of the stream, buddy. You missed it. You stayed on the floor. Why don't you come up? Come up, see Uncle Josh. Do it. Come on.
He's thinking about it.
Move the keyboard so he jumps up, and then push him over there. Come on.
Look at all your choices.
Come on.
You've got so many places you can go.
This is soft.
It is soft. You've got soft things. Oh.
Now you just got to turn him
Okay.
around.
Yeah. Now you say, go over to Josh.
Hi.
Go over to Josh.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. He's like, oh, this is soft. Yeah. There we go. Good boy. 6 months from Asphodelix and 41 months from Shy. Thank you both. And with that,
Hey, buddy.
that's it for today. Hope y'all have a wonderful Thursday. And tomorrow is a Friday.
Yes.
So tomorrow night we will be streaming. I cannot tell you at this point in time what it will be, so I won't even speculate, but we will be streaming something tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is.
You'll tell us.
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear it. 23 months from Cody the Positron. Thanks, and have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday.